Hi everyone. Recently a customer called me and asked about they're doing a COVID related form and collecting an email, and they really like the email control, so if I drag the email control on, however it's just validating that the email is correctly formed, that it has a name, an @ symbol, and a full stop or a period. So that wasn't quite enough for them. They had very specific requirements around their email syntax, and so what they were after, let me just, how do I explain this? Let's say we put it in the description. So they want to say it, actually let's put a label in. Let's put a label into here, and it might say email must be in the following format. And what the format is first letter is F, second letter is L or T, upper or lower case. Now the third letter is completely optional. Third letter is S, optional. So someone's email address may or may not have that. Then the next six characters, are numbers, and then we've just got the domain. So let's say the domain is, I don't know, you've got your @ symbol and that sort of stuff. The rest is, I don't know, at nintex.com. That'll do, nintex.com. So if we come down here, and someone's going to read that, and I doubt you'd have a message like that, but it's just to explain. So how would we do, you can't validate it with the email control. So what we can do is click on this and we can say convert to text short rather than email control. Now what we want to do is we want to do input validation. So not length or text mask, but regular expression. Now regular expression is a specific regex builder, I think it is a specific language. If you're not familiar with it, you probably want to spend some time learning all this syntax that you can see here. So it looks like that sort of stuff. So the pattern is, so the first letter has to be F. So we put a square bracket, F, and it has to be uppercase F. If you want uppercase or lowercase, you do something like this. Then what we do, so we put that in square brackets, and then we go curly brackets and 1 to say only that character. There's only going to be one of those. Then the next one was second letter is T, upper or lowercase. So again, we put a square bracket, L, L, T, T, close the square bracket, and then squiggly, whatever you call them, braces. And the second letter, let me check, second letter is that. So only 1, again, close the brace. And the third one is optional. So the third one is optional, but it has to be an S, upper or lowercase, let's say. Doesn't really matter. Or S, square bracket. Now what we can do here is you can actually say curly bracket, and you can say it can be between 0, comma, or 1 characters, 0 or 1 characters. Then the next thing is we can have square bracket is any number, so six numbers. 6 numbers. So any number between 0 and 9. So we close that and we say that's 6 characters. So now we've got up to our 6 characters, and the rest is just nintex.com. So this is where it gets a bit interesting, because you just specifically say nintex.com. So that's just going to match exactly that. But then the full stop is actually a specific regex character. So we need to escape that. So we need to go backslash full stop. Then we put I've put that wrong, so it's backslash full stop .com. Now that's our regex expression. However, we need to show it where the regex starts, so we put the little caret symbol at the start and the $sign at the end. Okay, so let's see if our regex is correct. Yep, so it's correct. So now if we copy this and we go to our regex builder, we can put our syntax in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start saying, so it's no match. It doesn't match it at the moment. So I'm going to say F for first character, L for second character. Not going to do the third character because it's optional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that at nintex.com. So it's matched it, completely matched it. Now, if I was to say FL, so it change the uppercase, still matches it. G, no match, as you can see. So it now doesn't work. So since the email doesn't match what I'm expecting, it's going to get an error message. So you can come through and you can tweak it. So look, let's say we wanted the S, and we put that to the T. Now it matches. So you get the idea. So now that we've got my syntax here, I'm going to go to preview and see how this works. So I'm coming in and I'm putting ewan.gamble@nintex.com. Now it doesn't match any of the syntax or this organization's specific email syntax. So I go, okay, well, the first letter has to be F, its second letter is T, upper or lower, I'm going to put an L, and third letter is optional, so I'm going to put S, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to put at nintex.com. And when I click away, knowing that I've got the incorrect syntax there, it's going to say the value is not valid. So you might say something like regular expression custom messages. So please please add a valid Nintex email address or whatever it might be, up to your own requirements. So then we go FL S 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, doesn't really matter. We'll do something silly. Nintex.com. Clicking away. Please add a valid Nintex email address. So then I can come back. Click away. Still not valid. How many characters have I got there? Nope. Gotta count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's still not valid. What have I done wrong? F L. Oh, it has to be uppercase S. Did I? Nope. What have I done wrong? First letter is F. Oh, it has to be F. Uppercase F. Nope. L. Third letter is optional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rest is nintex.com. At nintex.com. I've done something wrong. Let's have a look. So we've got F, uppercase or lowercase, and next letter is L, T, upper or lowercase. Next letter is S, which is optional. Any characters between numbers between 1 and 9, 6 of them, and then at nintex.com. Oh, I had that right. F, L, optional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at nintex.com. Oh, I've got that right. I don't know what I did wrong before. Change that to uppercase. Change that to a T. All good. And then if I change that to a G, and then it's invalid. So that's how it can work to make sure that you're collecting email addresses that are valid to your organization for a specific syntax. Because if I add another character, it's going to say, look, it's not valid. And so spend some time learning regex, but if you're doing something like this, when you think about it, and you want something very specific, you can say first character is this, second character is this, and so on and so forth. So this should get you started. I hope that's helpful to you. Let me know in the comments. Cheers.